The winter arc refers to a period where individuals use the coldest, darkest days of the year as a means to refocus and arrive at their desired destination. It is a time where every man and woman must face the mental and physical challenges of the winter. So we've arrived at the point in the year where the days are a lot shorter and the weather is starting to get colder. Now, I'm from Texas, so I really don't mind when the weather does get colder, but what does get to me is when the days get shorter. It's easy for me to make an excuse not to get out and go to the gym or to take care of other tasks that need to get done when it comes to my personal life. All I want to do is put on pajamas and spend the rest of the night on the couch, eating snacks and getting lost in whatever Netflix series I decide to indulge in. Now, don't get me wrong. Those things will be happening, especially on days where I decide to take some rest and to spend some quality time with my family. This is by no means a push to be in 24/7 hustle mode. That is a quick way to get yourself into a state of burnout, and we are not trying to do that this winter. I've been on a fitness journey since May, and so far it's been really successful. But as I said earlier, since the weather is changing and I'm losing daylight a lot sooner, I'm more prone to let my excuses dictate how I spend the rest of my day. So for my winter arc, my main focus is going to be staying consistent, not to let my excuses get in the way, not to let any setbacks ruin the progress that I've made and cause me to completely fall back on what I'm doing. My number one rule is going to be consistency over perfection, and to keep showing up for myself as best as I can, as often as I can. Some of those days, it'll be me pushing myself harder in the gym, and some of those days, it will be me putting aside my mood and the way the weather is making me feel to be present with my family and not let those things affect my interactions with them. Other ways, it will be me paying attention to my body and knowing when it's time to just rest. I'm in my late 30s, so my physical capabilities are not what they used to be when I was in my 20s or early 30s. So I'm learning to be okay with physically not being able to do certain things as often as I'd like to, and moving my body as much as I can without pushing myself to a point where I am physically unable to even function. Everyone's winter arc looks different. It depends on their age, their work hours, whether they have kids, their physical capabilities, and even their mental capabilities. Everyone is different. I know there are a set of rules that are laid out for a successful winter arc. I think the most successful winter arc is something that you can be consistent at and something that will help you improve as a person mentally, physically, and emotionally. So if you're late to the game like me, or you just discovered that winter arc is an actual thing, then I hope that I can inspire and even motivate you to get started on whatever goals you have, even if it's something small. So here's to my very first winter arc. Let's stay focused, let's stay consistent, and let's lock in together. So as I mentioned before, the fact that it gets darker makes me more prone to make an excuse to stay home, and today was one of those days. But the first thing I did when I got home was put on my workout clothes, got dinner started, and while dinner was cooking, I made sure to get my pre-workout snack in. These are non-negotiables, especially when I'm feeling like this, because if I don't get these things done, then I'm more likely to use it as an excuse as to why it's too late to get started, or why I shouldn't go to the gym, or how my routine has somehow been messed up because I didn't get these things done. If you're having moments like this, when you get off of work, one thing that I would recommend doing is getting into your workout clothes as soon as you possibly can. Don't get on social media. Don't sit down on the couch. You're more than likely going to start scrolling through Netflix or YouTube or whatever streaming service you use, and you're going to get so comfortable to a point where you're going to say, what's the point? I'm just going to sit here and not do anything. Now, if it's a rest day and your body absolutely needs it, then have at it. There is nothing wrong with doing this and taking the time for yourself to just relax. But if you have a certain goal that you had planned for that day and you get to this point where you feel like, I don't want to do this, push aside that excuse and make yourself do what you have to do to get into the mindset of, no, we are going to do this regardless of how I feel. So today is a leg day, and I'm going to be taking you guys with me to the gym. I'm going to be putting on the screen the workouts that I'll be doing in case you guys want to save it. One thing I also do is make sure that I write out my workout. That way I don't go to the gym and I'm just walking around not knowing what I'm going to do or not having a plan. That's another thing that will help you if you are somebody who's a beginner at the gym. Write down a plan on what you're going to be doing that day, so that way you can go in there, execute, and have a successful workout. So as I mentioned earlier, today was one of those days. So I took 1 scoop of non-stimulant pre-workout just to help me in the gym and give me a little push.
beginnings on the cusp. Beginnings on the cusp. Yeah. Hey, new beginnings on the cusp. Beginnings on the cusp. Yeah.